Yeah.
And one thing that I think is super important to talk about, knowing how much love we have for these guys and how much freaking
Mm.
money we spend on them.
Right.
What is what is something that you would say when you're having a bad time, you know, facing challenges or facing the vet issues with Charlie, facing whatever could be going on in personal life or private life or business? Is there something that you can share with us that proves that they positively influence you as a rider, as a person too?
Yeah, so I have lots of experience with that. Just everything we've been through and with the horses I've had in my past not being so easy. I was never really handed a horse that's, here's a Grand Prix horse that has no problems and you can fully trust it. I've never had that. I've always had the quirky ones, or I think back, going back to my beginning with race horses and stuff, I was able to ride them. So I always ended up with the ones that had a problem. They had something weird. And I think the biggest thing I've learned is that the horses know. If I walk into the barn and I'm in a bad mood about something from my personal life, or I got bad news from the vet, or something is going on and I'm in a bad mood, they know. Charlie, when I get on him and I'm frustrated with something else, he will shut down mentally and we have the worst ride. Whereas if I'm positive and excited and everything's fine, even if I'm pretending, he's fine and he's happy and he's relaxed. So I think the biggest thing I've learned is from the moment you put your foot in the stirrup and you're sitting on the horse, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what happened, or even if you're sitting in the stall with the horse and you're having, one-on-one time with them. You really have to put everything else negative aside because they know. And that's one thing that's really helped me with everything. And when I get frustrated with them and they're having a bad day at the show, or I'm having a bad day, we're allowed to have bad days. And these people that, they come out and they're just so hard on the horses and they expect perfect every time. That's not reality, because not every morning do I wake up and I think, oh, today's great and everything's great. They're the same. So that is one thing that has really taught me a lot, and I really keep in mind.